Golf season is in full swing, and yes, that pun was intended. The very best players in the world will be gracing holes all around the country for various tournaments. The most recent of these was the Sanderson Farms Championship, and plenty went down during it, including the unexpected promotion of a certain fast food chain. Join us as we see what Cole Hammer credits for his qualification, as well as other related news. Firstly, Cole Hammer credited what for his Sanderson Farms Championship qualification? Anyone that has followed Cole Hammer knows that he is a funny guy. He also happens to be a good golfer. However, he surprised a lot of people last week when he qualified for the esteemed Sanderson Farms Championship, including himself. By his own admission, Cole had high hopes but did not expect himself to end up qualifying for the tournament. So the reporters were eager to ask him about his qualifications. How did he do it? A new training regimen? A new diet? A new coach? Did he spend hours studying Tiger Woods' film to gauge how to be better? All of the above? None of them? The answer? Milkshake. No, we're not making that up. His answer was a milkshake, and not just regular milkshakes. No, he credited Chick-fil-A milkshakes for his success. Milkshakes at Chick-fil-A totally changed my day. This is not only the most ridiculous thing we've heard this season, but also the funniest. But who knows? It might just work. And if it does that mean Tiger could be a secret mass consumer of Chick-fil-A? With Tiger's money, he could probably own Chick-fil-A, and we'd know nothing about it. But Chick-fil-A will be happy about this admittedly weird development. Though Cole's admission of Chick-fil-A milkshake was very tongue-in-cheek and incredibly entertaining, there is hardly such a thing as negative press, and Chick-fil-A will no doubt be pleased that they were able to get positive publicity from an athlete without having to pay for it. Now you might be thinking, why not just pay an athlete to do your publicity for you? Well, there are two flaws with that thought process. Firstly, it's the fact that it's completely natural that gives it a sense of authenticity and makes it wholesomely positive publicity instead of a shameless plug. Secondly, we know people think of athletes as super funny and cool. However, that isn't always the case. Want a recent example? Look no further than Subway's recent commercial with NFL quarterback Russell Wilson. That ad is so bad, we legitimately can't watch it without dying a little inside. We honestly can't decide what's worse, the ad, the dangerous sandwich, or the Denver Broncos this season. Also, one look at Chick-fil-A's social media shows they have people employed that will not miss the chance to capitalize on this moment of ingenuity from Cole Hammer. We're not saying it's definitely going to happen, but if you see a tweet from Chick-fil-A regarding this or see Cole Hammer pop up in one of their commercials soon, don't be surprised. So how did Cole Hammer do at the tournament? So he qualified for the tournament through the power of a fast food establishment's milkshake. But how did he do it? Let's talk about the first round. Well, Cole hit 10 of 18 greens in regulation, ending at 3 over for the tournament. At the 411-yard par 4 first, Hammer ended up missing his par putt from 3 feet. He then finished with a 3-putt bogey. This meant Hammer moved to 1 over for the round. Following that, at the 418-yard par 4 second, Hammer missed his par putt from 7 feet. Again, he finished with a 3-putt bogey. This then put Hammer 2 over for the round. Then on the following 591-yard par 5 third, Hammer had a bogey after hitting the green in 5 and 1 putting. This then moved Hammer to 3 over for the round. Hammer then chipped his third shot to 6 feet, which he rolled for a 1-putt birdie on the hole. This was after a 307-yard drive on the 612-yard par 5 fifth. This moved Hammer back to 2 over for the round. Then Hammer had a bogey on the 482-yard par 4 sixth after hitting the green in 2 and 3 putting. This moved Hammer to 3 over for the round. Following this, Hammer's tee shot went 197 yards to the left of the fairway on the 214-yard par 3 seventh. He ended up chipping 27 yards to the green, then he rolled a 2-putt for bogey, moving him to 4 over for the round. Hammer's tee shot then went 188 yards to the left side of the fairway on the 223-yard par 3 10th. His chip landed 17 yards from the hole. He then rolled a 2-putt for bogey. This meant Cole went to 5 over for the round. After that, Hammer hit a tee shot 160 yards from the green on the 168-yard par 3 13th, perfectly setting himself up for the 2-foot putt for birdie, moving Hammer to 4 over for the round. Following a 290-yard drive on the 584-yard par 5 14th, Hammer then chipped his third shot to 9 feet. He then rolled in for a 1-putt birdie on the hole. Hammer moved to 3 over for the round. Then a drive to the right side of the fairway on the 436-yard par 4 17th hole led to a 123-yard approach shot. After that, he was up for the birdie. This moved Hammer to 2 over for the round. And finally, Finally, a bogey on the 505-yard par 4 18th meant getting on the green in 4. One putt later, and Hammer moved to 3 over for the round. And now the second round. In the second round of the Sanderson Farms Championship, Cole Hammer managed to hit 7 of 14 freeways and 8 of 18 greens during regulation. This meant he finished at 3 over for the tournament. Hammer finished his day tied for 110th at 3 over. How did he get there? Well, a bogey on the opening 330-yard par 4 15th led to getting on the green in 3 and 2 putting. This moved Hammer to 2 over for the round. Then Hammer reached the green in 2 and sank a 24-foot putt for birdie on the 479-yard par 4 16th hole, moving Hammer to 1 over for the round. On the following 591-yard par 5 third, Hammer managed to get on the green in 5 and 1 putt for bogey. That brought Hammer to 2 over for the round. This was followed by a 325-yard drive on the 612-yard par 5 fifth. Hammer chipped his third shot to 8 feet, which he subsequently rolled for a 1-putt birdie on the hole. This led Hammer to 1 over for the round. Then, Hammer's 159-yard approach to 5 feet set himself up for the birdie on the hole's par 4 6th. This meant Hammer was even par for the first time this round. After that, on the 214-yard par 3 7th, Hammer's first shot, a tee shot, went 191 yards to the right side of the fairway. His following shot went 37 yards to the left side of the fairway. His chip was then 10 yards to the green. There, he rolled a 1-putt for bogey. This moved him back to 1 over for the round. Finally, he hit a drive to the right rough on the 421-yard par 4 9th hole. This meant Cole Hammer had a 118-yard approach shot, which set him up for the penultimate birdie. This moved Hammer to even for the round. He ended his day tied for 110th at 3 over. So, if not Cold Milkshake Cole, who won? It would have been great for everyone involved if Cole Hammer had managed to win the tournament. However, it seems the power of Chick-fil-A milkshakes is restricted to qualifying for the tournament. We'll just have to wait for Cole Hammer to find the milkshakes Tiger Woods drinks. Until then, here's how the rest of the tournament went. Mackenzie Hughes had no doubts about winning the Sanderson Farms Championship. However, we know he couldn't have predicted that it was going to have such an exhilarating finish. Hughes had to make a mind-boggling 6 key putts on the final 7 holes, 4 of them for par, to best Sepp Straka. This was his second PGA Tour win, and he himself admitted it was much harder than his first. The 31-year-old Canadian is well known for his excellent putting. However, on that day, he finally made birdie. This was his 3rd time playing the Country Club of Jackson's 18th hole. I kept telling myself the whole week that I was going to do it. This was the only thing I saw in my mind, said Hughes. Those par saves down the stretch, I was just trying to will the ball into the hole. After an extremely tight match, Hughes prevailed, pouring in an 8-footer for the win. A great win for a player on the rise. Though Hughes won the tournament, Cole Hammer undoubtedly won the hearts of every Chick-fil-A fan that also watches golf. And that is one heck of a weird overlap. So, did you enjoy Cole Hammer's milkshake comments? Were you happy that Hughes ended up winning? Or were you rooting for Cole? What's your favorite milkshake? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.